a young boy being made dreaming. And in the dream,
Morning, how the devil are you? Well, excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. What a start to the Monday. Great chest session, just done some cardio as well. Every mile counts, just done a couple of miles, nothing major. Legs are tired this morning, not sure why, but they are. Probably the fact that I'm not eating any complex carbs at the moment. Starting to catch up on me, I'm starting to find I'm losing a bit of weight, which is good. The old belly's starting to wear away. However, obviously, it has its downsides. And I'm on to week number 3 of no carbs, back to eating some carbs this weekend and then back onto the diet again the week after. So I've probably burnt through all the carbs that I ate when we met up with my sister and went to Chucky Wucky Doodah a few weeks ago. Anyway, today's going to be a fun day. Got loads of work to get on with. I was meant to be recording a podcast yesterday with George, so fingers crossed we can do it today, because yesterday kind of fell through unfortunately, but that's one of those things. But yeah, got a lot of stuff I can crack into, waiting to hear on some very important emails as well, and fingers crossed they come through with positive messages rather than negative ones. And yeah, that would be a good start to the week. Right, I'm going to lay down on this thing for the next 10 minutes, and then I'll see you in a coffee shop very, very soon, cracking into some work.
What music is that I hear?
Something to try and make you feel at home.
Alright then, fun afternoon I've had. My MacBook Pro has kind of fallen over, given up the ghost kind of thing this afternoon. And so yeah, trying to fix it. We thought maybe it was potentially an issue with the amount of space that's on the hard drive. It's actually not, it's nothing to do with that. It's really not very happy, can't get it to even boot up. It gets to like a password stage and then sometimes tries to get into the computer and other times doesn't. Yeah, very unhappy indeed. Not really sure what's wrong with it, and neither of the guys at Stormfront. But tomorrow I'm going to take it in tomorrow morning. And we're going to do a proper full diagnostic of it and just keep our fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to get back to my car and go pick up Susanna. Okay, to say yesterday was an interesting day, let's get me in focus, shall we? Blimey. Is an understatement. Boy, oh boy, was it a horrible day yesterday. What with the laptop having a bit of fun with me later on in the afternoon and dying its miserable death. We got a load of stuff cleared off it, which was good. I managed to get some bits and pieces saved. Then last night I took it all out. I took the hard drive out of the machine and actually used it as a USB drive and copied everything over onto the iMac, which is now a backup because the backup died on me as well. And it's now currently sat with Stormfront. So we will see what happens. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It is obviously the next day, but I'll start today's vlog in just a moment. So until tomorrow, sleep tight, don't let the bugs bite. Thank you very much for watching, like I say, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a good one. Bye. Morning, how the devil are you? Well, Excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. It has been a weird day. It's actually not the morning at all either, it's definitely the afternoon. Just done a gym session, first bit of filming I've done today as well. The laptop still ain't happy at all. Been into Stormfront, managed to get it working. I've been able to do a little bit of work and then kind of thought, well, there's not a lot of point in me doing anymore because I'm just going to keep adding data to a computer that needs to be basically deleted and started again. So I've dropped it off with the guys at Stormfront. They've had it for about 3 hours. I've been down at the gym, put in a good session, going to go collect it. I am absolutely ravenous, so I'm going to go get my laptop, get some food, go home and eat something. I'm so hungry. Okay, so the laptop isn't quite sorted just yet, so I'm sat in the Waitrose car park with my free Waitrose coffee. Thank you very much, Waitrose. And just sat waiting for it to all get sorted and hopefully be fine and dandy. Got me thinking a little bit though about obviously going back to like my 5 P's of the 5 P's of preparation prevents piss poor performance. And one of the things that I kind of did back in the day when I worked in radio was I started off as what's called a technical operator, and this means I started right at the very bottom of the rungs, but it gave me an opportunity to learn how to handle bad situations. When something wrong goes on, and it happens a lot in radio, I knew how to kind of not panic, fix it, and then carry on with what I was doing in the first place. And that was a really good learning curve for me, being a technical operator. And so with my laptop dying on me yesterday, it gave me that logical thought process of, right, okay, what can I do to minimise the damage, get as much stuff off the hard drive as I possibly can do, try and create some space. Did that, it didn't make any difference. What's the next step? Well, I reckon probably the next step is going to be a rebuild. So what do I need to do before that rebuild happens so that I limit the damage that is going to take place by me doing a rebuild or having a rebuild done for me by the guys at Stormfront? And that was getting home, taking the hard drive out, getting it docked up onto my iMac and transferring everything across, treating it like a USB drive, transferring as much of the data across as I possibly could do onto my iMac, so that if they have to completely delete everything, my iMac has a copy of everything that I potentially needed, and I can copy that all back onto the hard drive afterwards. So what I would say is the big learning from this is that those 5 P's, preparation prevents piss poor performance, is prepare yourself for all potential eventualities so that you perform to the highest possible standard, whether it be in a situation where your computer's died and you really want it to not have died and you don't know what to do without panicking, or you're going into doing a Facebook Live. How can you prepare yourself so that you're going into doing that Facebook Live the most prepared that you possibly can do, so that your performance is of the highest standard? And that would involve things like obviously writing a blog, breaking it down into bullet points so that you know what you're going to be talking about. So treat lots of things that specific way. Anyway, right, I'm going to sit here, have something to eat, drink my coffee, and basically wait for them to sort out my computer. There's not really a lot you can do. Because my iMac is over in Andover, I can't really drive backwards and forwards to Andover. It cost me a fortune in fuel and put a load of miles onto the car, so I might as well wait here, get the computer sorted, collect it, and then get myself home and crack into a night time of work. I think that's what's going to happen today, is once I've got the laptop, it's going to be a night of work. This is my job for the early evening, pumping up Susanna's big ball, and then back to the laptop in the hope that it's maybe going to work.